What if I told you that the secret to success is not talent? It's not about being the smartest person in the room. It's not about luck. It's a simple, powerful mindset that every successful person in history, from inventors to athletes to writers, has used to achieve their dreams. This mindset is the difference between starting and finishing. This mindset is the voice inside your head that, after you have failed for the 1,000th time, whispers, "Try one more time." It's the decision to get up after you have been knocked down. It is the simple but profound idea, never give up. And today, we are going to learn why these 3 words are the most important you will ever hear on your English journey. Welcome to Grow English Mastery. I'm your host, Scarlett. Today, we are not learning a grammar rule. We are building a mindset. We are building the heart of a champion. In this episode, we will turn this powerful idea into an inspiring lesson. First, we will explore the real-life stories of some of the world's most successful people and discover how their biggest failures were the secret to their success. Second, we will master 7 essential vocabulary words for talking about challenges and perseverance. And finally, for our language focus, we will review the simple past tense, the grammar we need to tell these powerful stories of resilience. Are you ready to build an unstoppable mindset? First, let's understand why failure isn't the end of the road, but a necessary part of the map that leads to success. Part 1. Failure is a lesson, not a final stop. Let's begin with a simple story. When you were a baby, you wanted to walk. Did you stand up and walk perfectly on your first try? No, you fell down. You probably cried. You failed hundreds of times. But did you stop trying? No. You kept trying day after day. You got up one more time, then you fell. And one day you walked. This is the first and most natural example of the never give up mindset. As we get older, we become more afraid of failure. We worry about what other people will think. We are afraid of looking stupid. But every great success story is built on a mountain of failures. Think of a scientist like Thomas Edison, the man who invented the light bulb. Did you know he failed more than 1,000 times before he finally succeeded? A reporter once asked him, "How did it feel to fail 1,000 times?" Edison's famous reply was, "I didn't fail 1,000 times. The light bulb was an invention with 1,001 steps." He saw every failure not as an end, but as a lesson, a step forward. He knew that he was learning what not to do, which brought him closer to what he needed to do. This mindset is crucial for learning English. You will make mistakes. You will say the wrong word. You will forget a grammar rule. This is not failure. This is learning. Each mistake is a lesson that makes you a little bit stronger, a little bit smarter. Now you might be thinking, that's easy to say for a genius like Edison. But this mindset is not just for inventors. It is the secret of the world's greatest athletes and artists as well. Let's look at their stories. Part 2. The Stories of Champions. Let's talk about one of the greatest basketball players of all time, Michael Jordan. He once said, "I have missed more than 9,000 shots in my career. I have lost almost 300 games. I have failed over and over and over again in my life. And that is why I succeed." This is a powerful lesson. The greatest winner in his sport talked openly about his thousands of failures. He understood that every missed shot was practice for the next one. Every lost game taught him a lesson. He became a champion not because he never failed, but because he never let failure stop him. Or think about J.K. Rowling, the author of the Harry Potter books. Today, she is one of the most successful writers in the world. But when she wrote her first Harry Potter book, her life was very difficult. She was a single mother with very little money. She sent her book to 12 different publishers. All of them said no, 12 rejections. Imagine how that felt. She could have given up. But she believed in her story. She kept trying. And finally, the 13th publisher said, yes. What if she had given up after the 12th no? We would not have the magical world of Harry Potter today. Her story teaches us that rejection is not the end of your story. It's just a difficult chapter. And what about challenges that seem truly impossible? Think of a man named Nick Vujicic. Nick was born without any arms or legs. It's hard to imagine a more difficult start in life. But Nick did not give up. He learned to do many things. He can swim. He can type on a computer. He travels the world and gives speeches that inspire millions of people. He shows us that the power of the human spirit is stronger than any physical limitation. He says, if I fail, I try again and again and again. His life is a testament to the power of never giving up. Now that we have been inspired by these incredible stories, let's become language experts. Let's analyze the powerful words used to describe this champion's mindset. Part 3. Language focus. First, let's master our 7 essential vocabulary words for today's lesson. Our first phrase is to give up. To give up means to stop trying to do something, especially because it is too difficult. For example, even when he failed, Edison never gave up. Our second word is failure. A failure is a lack of success in doing something. For example, Michael Jordan said that failure was the secret to his success. Our third word is success. Success is the achievement of a goal. For example, J.K. Rowling's success came after many years of hard work. Next, we have resilience. Resilience is the ability to become strong and successful again after a difficult situation. For example, Nick Vujicic's story is a powerful example of human resilience. Our fifth word is to persevere. To persevere means to continue trying to do something in a determined way, despite difficulties. For example, if you want to learn English, you must persevere. The sixth word is challenge. A challenge is something new and difficult that requires effort and determination. For example, learning a new language is a big challenge, but it is also very rewarding. And our final word is mindset. A mindset is a person's way of thinking and their general attitude. For example, to succeed, you need to have a positive and resilient mindset. Now for our grammar focus, the simple past tense for storytelling. Today's lesson was full of powerful stories from the past. The simple past is the most important tense we use to tell these stories. It describes actions and events that started and finished in the past. Remember, we have 2 types of verbs. Regular verbs, where we just add ed. For example, he talked about his failures. She believed in her story. The publisher rejected her book. And irregular verbs, where the word changes and we must remember the form. For example, Edison was a great inventor. From is, he felt sad. From feel, she wrote a famous book. From write, they kept trying. From keep, he became a champion. From become. Mastering these past tense forms is the key to telling your own inspiring stories in English. You've learned the theory of the champion's mindset. Now, how can you practice this in your daily life and in your English studies? Part 4. Practice tips for the 4 skills for listening. Find a short motivational speech on YouTube. It could be a graduation speech or a TED Talk. Listen for the speaker's personal story. Pay attention to how they talk about the challenges they faced and how they overcame them using the past simple. For speaking, think of one small challenge you faced this week. It can be anything. Use your AI tutor's voice feature and tell a short 3-sentence story about it. Your challenge is to end the story with the phrase, "But I did not give up." For example, the grammar was very difficult. I made many mistakes, but I did not give up. For reading, find a short biography of a person you admire. It could be an artist, a scientist, or a family member. Read their story and highlight the parts where they faced a big challenge. Notice the language they use to describe their perseverance. And for writing, this is a powerful exercise for your journal. Write about one of your big dreams for the future. Then, write one sentence about a potential failure or challenge you might face. Finally, write a promise to yourself using the words, "If that happens, I will not give up." Part 5. Your next action. The lesson today is simple, but it is not easy. Never give up. This is the heart of every success story. Your English learning journey will be long. There will be hard days. There will be days when you feel tired and want to stop. In those moments, I want you to remember these stories. Remember Edison's 1,000 failures. Remember Jordan's 9,000 missed shots. Remember Rowling's 12 rejections. Their success was not built on talent alone. It was built on resilience. As we conclude, let's quickly summarize our lesson. First, we explored the inspiring stories of people who turned their biggest failures into their greatest successes. Second, we learned that the mindset of never give up is more powerful than talent or motivation. We also mastered 7 essential vocabulary words for this topic. As a review, those words were to give up, failure, success, resilience, to persevere, challenge, and mindset. Your journey is your own. It will have its own unique challenges, but you have the strength to face them. What is one small thing you can do today to keep moving forward on your English journey? Please share your next small step in the comments section below. If you are committed to making this mindset a part of your life, show your energy by smashing that like button. Be a hero for a friend by sharing this video with someone you know who is feeling discouraged. And to lock in your commitment to learning, subscribe and smash that notification bell so you don't miss our next workout. Remember, you don't have to be great to start, but you have to start to be great. Until next time, take care and happy learning.